Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Priestley King. So today I'll be reading to you another poem. I've read 3 other poems so far on my channel. The first one was Morality Begets Legality. The second one was A Lawless Country. And the third one was A Tyrant, a Beast. So today the topic of this poem is Independence, Not Freedom. So just before I proceed, I'd like to provide a context to this point. So I looked at the situation around Africa and most of the colonized countries, how people who fought for independence are now treating the people or treated the people in the past. So many of the leaders in Africa, for example, fought for independence. They wanted to govern themselves. But the way they now treat their citizens or they treated their citizens was worse and it's even still worse than what the colonial masters did. So when you fight for independence and you want your people to be free, the idea was so that there will be an egalitarian society, a society where there will be fairness and justice. But unfortunately, that is not what exists now in most of these former colonies. For example, in Nigeria, so many people said they fought the military because they wanted democracy. Unfortunately, what is happening now in the country under the civilian rule is worse than what we had, or probably equal to what we had under military rule. Another example is Mugabe in Zimbabwe fought the colonial masters to sent them away from his country in a bid to have a society where there will be fairness and justice. Unfortunately, he became a dictator himself. He became a tyrant. It was probably worse than the people he sent away. So this is just a call to everybody, to leaders and people who want fairness and justice, that we need to treat ourselves equally. We need to create an egalitarian society where everyone will feel they are part of the family. So I'll start reading now. The title is Independence, Not Freedom. I longed for you, hoped for you, and waited patiently for you. You are my heart's desire, an enforcer of my rights and dignity. In you, goals are achieved and dreams come true. Independence. In you, impossibilities become possible. Peace like a river and successes attained. In your absence, chaos is inevitable. Resentment and dehumanization undo the norm. You are not a mere slogan, but a reality. You make all men equal before the law. Fundamental human rights are enforced. You are the dream of many men, the essence of humanity. In bondage, we express grievous concerns amongst ourselves with the hope of a better tomorrow. Dreams were birthed. We saw vision of a better future as free men. My chains are finally off, yet I still cannot express my thoughts freely. My pains are borne alone. Albeit, in colonization, there was plenty. Like the porridge of Egypt. Though the bondage of colonialism was mental, unity and oneness with my compatriots provided strength. Hooray, we are free, but the burdens remain. My compatriot is now my master. Our shared pains and struggles are now mine alone. The torment from my compatriots far outweighs the terror of the oppressors. Our dreams have become too tall, unachievable. The bond of friendship is broken. The pain of oppression bites harder than the stings of bees. Power has corrupted my compatriots. The fellowship of chain is now mine alone. So that is the poem, Independence, Not Freedom. I'd encourage you to listen to it over and over again. It's this sort of poem that would prick your conscience and make you think about who we are as human beings. So the idea is for us to think about where we want to be, not just as Nigerians, but to everybody listening. In your nation, in your country, where are you at the moment? Where do you hope to get to? Do you have fairness? Do you have justice? These are some of the things you need to think about. Don't think about yourself alone, that when you're in position of authority, you need to step on everybody's head, you need to use power. And then when you lose it, the next person who comes there will do exactly the same thing. So if this is the cycle, when do we have a just and fair society? When do you have a society where people can own it and say, yes, this is the place we want to be? It's not enough to just say it as rhetoric to say, we are not there yet, but we are going to get there. What are the plans? How do you get there? Is it by oppressing your own brothers and sisters? Is it by taking advantage of your own brothers and sisters? Is that how you are going to get there? We need to think about this. We need to break away from the chain of slavery, of colonialism, and find a path where we can say, hooray, we are free. Hooray, we have truly attained independence. We should break away from the mental slavery. We should not see ourselves as lords, lording it over our own citizens. We should not become the new slave masters. We should not allow people to be colonized the second time. Let there be free and fair society, a just and peaceful society where people can say they are truly free. And of course, when there is justice, there's going to be peace. So I leave you with this to think about it, and as individuals and as people in authority, think about this. So just before I go, make sure you like, subscribe this video. Until I come to you the next time, I remain Dr. Presley King. Bye.